didn't have dummies for that special connector.
No, that's just a 12-way to a 12-way.
Oh, this one hanging off the auxiliary, though.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
No, it's got a... no, it's a straight plug-in. There's nothing that's a receptacle, not a... There's no pins.
Oh, yes, right.
Yeah. There's a tilt meter here. And one of the RBR tilt meters from Nepean, Ontario, RBR.
Yeah, this is a huge seismic site.
Yeah.
And
then we've got the Titan as well, which is part of the earthquake early warning system that we've been working on with the federal government and the government of British Columbia.
So how do you want to flip this?
And our Natural Resources Canada.
So I'm thinking if you just elbow underneath it and flip it away from you. Sure.
Get some of that silt into the craft arm. So you don't think if we just pulled the end, it would just pull out on the bottom?
It might come tight.
Oilies are pretty rigid, but...
What do you guys think? Do you think if we just pulled it, it'll come out?
You don't have to go far, so.
Probably will.
I'd go for that. It's quicker than flipping it. Less,
make it a mess and then have to wait until...
Make a mess. Less messy.
All right.
We can look at it. We'll be able to see it in the camera if it's going tight at all. But
yeah.
I bet you it'll just pull right out. I'll bet you, let's say $11 US.
Oh, the convenient price.
That's the price for 2 of Tammy's mother's masks, which are great. What a great deal, and they're wonderful masks. If Tammy's mother's watching, she's probably up making more right now. Tammy Wires Gomez is with us. She'll be with us on the Tully, or the Coast Guard ship Tully next week as well. She's been on here since July. All of us have been in quarantine, so to speak. We're in one big bubble, but we're all still wearing our masks and trying to maintain social distancing. It's very difficult to do on the ship, but everybody's healthy, everybody's good, and the food's been great. Megan, how was your dinner?
Lovely, thank you.
Lovely. You enjoyed it?
I had some special around honey.
Oh, around town honey from the A-Round Honey Farm in Saanich, British Columbia.
Yes, let's just keep eyes on that as we pull it.
Roger.
Oh, the whole thing's gonna slide. That works too.
It's getting a little bit closer.
Oh, this is like a vertical.
Okay. It's gonna pop out any second now. That whole loop's gonna pop.
That's about all we need. Yeah, I think that's fine enough.
You can put that right into the Fletcher.
Oh yeah, that can go right into Fletcher. Fletcher named after Dirk Bruss's dog, Fletcher, a wire-haired griffon, who's what? He must almost be 2 years old now. He's a fun dog to hang out with.
You want a Fletcher first? Yeah, I guess put it in a Fletcher. Let it go, I think.
There.
Oh, perfect. That takes that little twist out of there, too.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Nice job,
Maybe I'll get it like that.
I'm happy I added those additional red and white stripes last night.
Me too.
Yeah. I feel better. I'm going to sleep well tonight, just knowing that.
It's a necessary site for this, because as you can see, they get buried pretty quickly.
Yeah. So we started this year, this summer, color coding these cables with some electrical tape. We're getting to the point now everyone's wondering which cable's which. Unfortunately, the majority of them are deployed, so there's probably only handful of them right now that do have. I suppose we're probably about 6 or 7 of them. They're color coded now. This one, unfortunately, I thought about that yesterday. We didn't name this one.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I thought about that last night at one point. I thought, oh, we should name that one.
Could have been Keji.
Yeah, that would have been good, Keji. Kejimkujik National Park in the center of the province in Nova Scotia, in the south end of Nova Scotia, but in the middle of the province, not on the coast.
Fantastic canoeing.
That's
Fantastic
right.
canoeing.
If you can beat the bug season.
Yeah.
Straight up and down, hey?
Yeah.
We're going to set you up for this, but you're right there.
I think maybe almost, well, we could try it sitting on the ground, but it might have like perch on the basket actually. It might be up on the bumper bar.
Yeah. You want to try the basket?
Oh, maybe. Be a little tight, but yeah. Might have to put that corner on.
We were on this site in 2014 with the Joides resolution. We drilled 2 holes just southeast of here, or near the Bubbly, well, actually between Bubbly Gulch and
I know what I'm doing.
Bullseye site, and
Bubbly.
deployed.
Bubbly Gulch.
Bubbly
Like a
Gulch.
Methane.
Yes,
thing?
methane seeps. Sorry, I should say that. So it's kind of a cool area that you'll go over.
Yeah, great.
It's not bubbling as much as it used to. It's almost as if somebody pulled the plug out on it and let all the gas go. But yeah, so anyway, we drilled 2 holes and deployed an instrument called Skimpy, which was simply cabled instrument measuring parameters in situ. And Skimpy was powered batteries to last for 3 years, and it lasted 3 years, but we cheaped out on it. This was a project funded by the National Science Foundation. This is the PI was Dr. Kate Moran, who's our president here at ONC now, and I worked on it.
Yeah, did you want
as
to
well.
slide that plate a little bit further on?
And we didn't use titanium, so we used stainless steel. So 3 years afterwards, it of course died because of the corrosion issues with stainless steel and anoxic environments.
Stuck on
Stainless
the
steel
beaters.
likes oxygen.
Yeah, that's all right, I think. We used to get off later.
So this is a workhorse long workhorse?
Yeah, 75 kilohertz.
75 kilohertz, but made by RDI, which is a division of Teledyne.
What isn't?
Yeah. And it was RD Instruments, and they actually, RD Instruments is where RDI comes from, but I don't know who RD was. I should know that. And they pioneered the development of the acoustic Doppler profilers, subsea. Based in San Diego. So order operations here, we're going to unplug the dummy plug first and then plug the plug in?
That's right.
Yeah, okay. Just checking.
Seems like a logical sequence.
It's like, I think your comeback for that would have been, thank you, Captain Obvious.
And our metadata teams have specifically asked for an update heading on this once we're done the connection.
Yeah, wait till we get it plugged in because it's going to shuffle around a bit.
Exactly.
Okay, I didn't try that.
Let me just settle out with
Sure,
auto
yeah.
head here.
Yep.
Otherwise it'll just have to.
Might drift by. As long as it's not touching it, it should be alright.
Ooh.
The instrument platform was quite sunken in.
Yeah. Do you want to know why?
No, why?
Somebody dropped a mushroom anchor on top of it.
Oh, that was
Oh,
this
was that
one.
the one? It's one of my favorite photos I have on my phone.
You have that on your phone?
Yeah, well, how could I not take a picture of it? It was like the most craziest thing I've ever seen.
What's a little mushroom anchor between friends?
Like, you couldn't try to do that in a million years.
No.
I specifically, one of the very specific memories I have.
Yeah.
Mike Hannaford was flying, and I was sitting in the seat doing the arm for him, and we flew
And-
up that thing. Like, is that
And who was on the cable ship at that point in time that dropped that anchor that way?
it was Adrian.
Sorry, who was that?
Adrian, I think. I guess maybe I'll put this in after just in case.
Yeah, I don't want to open the door right now.
Sorry.
He does make good honey, though.
He does make good honey, though. It's those British guys. I think Adrian was born in England, wasn't he? That would explain it. So I got to ask Josh, are you liking the Fletcher?
Yeah, I like the Fletcher.
Patent pending. We're going to sell 1 million of them. Everyone's going to have one.
One in every home.
Will you
Yeah.
zoom in, please, Dave?
All right, well, this is where a drum roll
good,
would be
thanks.
nice.
That's good. Just
You
come
always-
out a little wider.
See those cap head
great.
screws.
Yeah, if you see those little bolts at the bottom there, they're slightly wrong. We should actually zoom in on those and double check, see how they're doing. Oh. Chad. Chad's probably watching this at home right now.
Click. Ah,
Ooh.
ew.
All right.
Go come wide, please.
For those of you that are watching at home, the bolts that were used to secure that plate and the plug to the grating were the wrong bolts. So when we tried to do this in June, the connector wouldn't connect. So we actually had to modify that white piece on this connector with a different cable.
How long did you spend mashing down on it?
Yeah, we spent, actually, we probably spent about 10 minutes before we zoomed in on the bolts and it was, wait a minute, those
Okay,
aren't
okay.
the right bolts.
Okay,
So
thank you.
it's a lesson in double checking your work, especially when you have a co-op student do the work.
Can we get the ROV to line up on that transducer head with the white tape and get a head in and position for our shore?
I'm going to look from the white tape to the
Yeah,
and beyond.
that works.
Is that
You power up.
Yeah, and shore, could we have systems power on J7 of JB19?
This is exciting. I think everything that is deployed down here is presently working, which is nice.
So if we felt like we had the time, we could grab that connector and plug it in somewhere. Or
Nope.
we can just go ahead right to the sonar bell.
Sonar bell.
All right.
Do we have a position down for the sonar bell? Nav-wise?
Nav, do you see
we
one
do?
there?
Yeah, we do.
13 meters at 41 degrees.
And I think we'll take the core samples over at the sonar bell as well.
So it's actually, from the instrument platform, it's actually almost due. It's almost due west from where we are. A little bit. From
Sonar
the-
bell bears 145 at a range of 115 meters.
Okay.
1.5?
1.5 meters?
115.
Oh, 115. Okay.
115.
Yeah, that sounds better.
I just want to throw that when we're ready.
Oh.
I'll throw that dust cap.
Alright.
At 145? Oh, yeah, okay.
What's your heading there, JZ?
It is 67 degrees.
67 degrees. Logger.
Yeah, that looks pretty dead on. Nice job, JZ.
Throw that cap in the drawer.
Ba-ba. We're done with the Fletcher. You can put the dust cap in the Fletcher and then put the whole thing in the...
I know, but then I can't close the drawer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right.
Daisy likes to make my games harder. Doesn't show me
Yeah.
what I want to grab. Makes me do it in other places.
Other than the T-bosses coming up, we're almost done with equipment-wise.
Yes.
Getting on to the fun science stuff. But the sonar bell will take a little bit. It looks like a giant chia pet.
Yeah, hairy.
Yeah, hairy chia pet typically.
Nico, sorry to trouble you. I wasn't able. So the one with the taped edges. So that was number 1 or number
That's beam 3.
3? Okay, thank you.
That'll work. I'm close to it. I'm gonna get the Fletcher or that 12 by.
I just shake it in and out.
Now he's moving the
Yeah,
thing, so now
come
he's just
on.
making it extra hard.
I can't say which co-op student it was.
Yeah, no,
Mark.
no naming names.
No names. I blanket them all with the same tape. Anyway, it's not the co-op student's fault. It was
Should be. Should close, I think.
their manager who had them do it.
Hey,
Right.
enough. This
Or
is
just
data.
barely
Which ultimately didn't
Go
fall
ahead.
on me, so it was my fault.
Go ahead, Data.
Can I ask you to display that ADCP target drop? I thought my camera was able to take a picture of that, but
Fine,
I
you
was
can
kind of a
squeeze it in
little bit
there a
too
little
late. Thank you.
There you go.
Ooh.
Okay, thank you. I have.
Oh, there we go. Self-correction. Yeah, so when's a good time to do the dredging?
Oh, let's try it now.
Try now.
Alright.
Face away from
That's the only reason I stayed up.
the ADCP, so I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Start heading towards the sonar bell and just stop.
Okay.
You know, I think that's probably the best idea.
Roger.
Ready to go, Josh?
Sure.
Start with 50 meters.
Which direction are we
Probably
going?
better do that out in the middle of nowhere.
145 might come a little
Convenience
bit
strike.
more to the south, though. And you can
Alright.
catch that cable if we can't see the sonar bill. Should be able to see the green cable at least.
Okay, hold up a second. You want to do 145? Feel like we're doing circles here.
No, not too bad.
Okay.
I want to come to
You want to go
port,
to port?
which is good.
I shall too.
Port?
Okay. We are squared away.
Ooh. You got to turn on your tether?
Nope.
Trying to keep them out.
Yeah.
I think we're all right.
Which way is that the way you're headed? Where are you going?
Well, you should turn it left, and I'll turn it left. Everybody will be happy.
You guys are doing donuts.
Yeah.
camera's a little off to...
Ready to step?
Sure.
Ready to step.
Bridge nav. 50 meters, please, bearing 145.
Hey, JZ, can you square up the camera with the porch? Thanks. There's the cable. That's going to the chicken bucket.
The chicken bucket. Chicken bucket in a while.
I like the year we put the little KFC on it. It's pretty cool.
Deserved it.
To your right, you stretched out, JZ?
I got a little bit of space. Would you like to do?
Just, well, if we're waiting for the ship to move, have a look to the right. We might be able to see the top of the Titan hole.
At the end of this green cable?
Yeah, well, that's the other cable to the...
Oh, far
It's
right.
about 90 degrees to you. Over there. Oh, that's the box. Do you remember those boxes?
How can I forget?
How can we forget? Let's have a look at that. That's sort of funny. This was a wooden box. And what year was that? Was that 17?
I don't know. It's all one.
It all is a blur. Oh, and there's extra bead bags here. But no, it's just the bags, isn't it?
Is it? Ugh.
No beads.
Staples.
Staples. Oh,
Staples.
good to know there's staples there.
Yeah, I think those are empties.
Hey, Nav, can we drop a target here? I just want to put in our logs that we have few feedbacks here. Thanks.
They're actually empty bead bags. But the staples are good to know about. You never know when you need to staple down a seismometer. So the Titan is dead ahead. What is that? Sort of giving a little white reflection off of it. Oh, that's the lid, isn't it? That was the metal lid?
Oh, yeah, beyond us.
Yeah, beyond us. And then beyond that is the Titan. But you can't see it because it's buried. It's an accelerometer used for earthquake warnings. Looks pretty good.
You don't do auxiliary platforms with the Titans?
Say again?
Are you doing auxiliary platforms with the Titans, or are
No,
they just all on their own?
just all on their own.
Down there somewhere. Nicely buried.
Yeah. That's a little further along. I think the last 5-10 meters are buried. At least 5 of it. We should see the...
Is it like right below us where all these beads are?
That kind of looks like it, but the cable's not pointing that direction. We wouldn't have left the lid.
Kind of loops around.
Do you think it loops around? That's possible. I wonder why we left the lid so close to it, though. Martin's probably looking at that right now, saying, move the lid, move the lid. But yeah, you're right, Jizzy. It does look like that with the white there, that maybe the cable did a circle there. Yeah, because I'm not seeing any other, for those not knowing, with the glass beads, so those yellow bags that you've seen a few times now, the glass bead bags, they're actually used, they were developed for the oil industry for lubricant on the drill string, downhole.
Hey, enough. Can we also drop target here with this plate? Thanks.
And
Roger.
you get these little beads on the floor, and a concrete floor, and you might as well turn it into a skating rink. It is slick.
Got it. Thank you.
Bridge nav.
That's just, we're going to stop part way and try out our dredge here.
50 meters, please, bearing 140.
We're going to stop, Matt, halfway. Matt,
Stop here?
we were going to stop
Yeah.
part way and try the dredge before we went all the way over there.
All right, still got
We just put in two 50-meter moves, right? So that's 100 meters.
85 meters to go.
And you just
that
put in
right?
100 meters.
So it'll be, yeah, right. We'll still be 15 meters to go. Is that fine?
Sure.
Sure.
Well, we'll be, that'll be position, right?
Yeah.
Should be close to the actual imagenics, and the imagenics is 15 meters away from the sonar bell.
Is it okay if we're that close, or do you want us to be further away if
No, that's
we're
fine.
coming up mud?
That's fine. Let's do a brief test.
Got in the sonar there.
20, 40, 65. 75 meters.
It's 70 meters away.
Systems is saying that the ADCP looks good. All
Nice.
is working.
Great. That's what we want to hear.
We did have something in the dive plan about trying to record the sonar, but in talking with the ROV team about it, pretty much impossible with what we've got without some major changing of settings and tweaking.
The line going across the cable?
And we haven't really seen any bubbles yet. But we're already at the end of our 50?
9 meters to go.
Oh, great.
Where would you expect to start seeing the bubbles?
Line going across.
For me?
Underneath it.
Underneath it, yeah.
Now.
You'd expect to start seeing the bubbles now?
Sometimes around here, yeah. I mean, as we head towards the sonar, it's not as active. It's further, bubbly gulch is further, for lack of better words, further out. That's southeast. It's where that old video of 2012 with the crab popping up in the air, or in the water column, sorry.
Oh,
You seen that one?
yeah.
The fun stuff to see is typically not when we're plugging in instruments, but biology and geology. And
Ship's in position. Would you like to hold here?
Yeah, sure. For a bit.
just don't suck any gas hydrates up, Josh.
Okay.
And then going through a Venturi would not be a good thing.
Right there.
That's a lovely looking spot. Nothing in the sonar yet for the imagenics though, is it? Or is that a hard target off to our right?
Yeah, it's about 10, 20, 30 meters out.
Yeah, could be the imagenics. We were coming out here one time and I think we spent an hour just trying to find the sonar bell. Which was weird because it's supposed to be
really good.
a good reflector. That was the year it looked like one of those chia pets completely. It had hair on it longer than mine. Please work.
Ready for some suction?
Yeah.
So we tried this yesterday and it worked great. That was at the Cork site, 1364A, which is not very far. It's
Zoom in, please, Dave.
north of us.
That's, yeah, come back a little wider, please. Thanks. Just want to fix my markers.
Target's going away.
You got that?
Those of you watching in the Argus screen, you'll see everything being sucked out, blowing out of the back of Hercules.
Hopefully. Oh yeah, there it goes.
Kind of like an automatic digestive tract.
You're seeing the pressure drops and everything you were expecting.
Much as I would expect to see,
Yeah.
but it's definitely working.
We'll create a little hole here for some critter to move into. Fish like little holes, little places to hide from predators. Some of our platforms turn into almost little artificial reefs sometimes, depending on where you go. Certainly Barkley Canyon, which is much more biologically active. Well, it's working.
Yeah, it's a little hard time with the clay, obviously, but
Yeah.
silt on top is doing just fine.
That means the glass, the bead
Argus
base.
view looks pretty good. It's shooting out pretty good on the back.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Pretty happy with that.
Yeah, us too.
Excellent.
Okay.
You know, I find vacuums kind of one of those confusing devices because it works properly, so you want to say it sucks big times,
Yeah.
but if you say that, it might sound the opposite, or people might understand it doesn't work at all.
Pretty good. Where are we at there percentage-wise?
That was 100%.
Was it? Come wide, please. You can probably get going.
Yeah.
Good. Passing you.
And Hercules is right below Argus right now, so you can't see it. Oh, jelly right into a camera. Ooh.
Megan, have you been in contact with Fabio, or should I get our shore to?
Yeah, I've been texting him,
You still
Okay.
have.
and I told him I would text him when we got close to the whale fall.
Oh, when we got close to the whale fall.
Well, I'll text him once we start the transect.
Okay.
And again, once we get close to the whale fall.
And I think we'll take push core samples near the sonar bell as
I was
well.
going to say not right here where we just sucked up a bunch of sediment.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Huh. I wonder what that hard target off to the right is. What, 15 meters out?
Makes the cursor.
We're just following this line right here.
We're following it to the imagenics, which
Yeah.
should be in the sonar as well. Unless the cable's doing a big loop here. Oh, there it is. There's the imagenics. So from the imagenics, the sonar bell is supposed to be 13 meters away at a 41 degree. Sorry, 41. Yeah.
Yeah.
At a heading
Well,
of 41.
Look for it on the meso, but
Yeah. So
how high does it sit off the ground?
it's like 3.5 meters.
Oh,
Right?
so we should be seeing it.
Autohead
I
isn't
think it's
working.
about 10 feet.
Oh, maybe I see something there.
Got a problem with Argus.
What's our heading?
Thrusters aren't happening.
72. Huh. Weird.
Autohead is not working.
So our sketch had it as being from the imagenics.
I think he's just working on some Argus issues here.
Oh, are we?
My autohead is just chasing around in a circle.
You're on crossbow? Yeah, good.
Those of you looking on Hercules, the instrument to the right there is called a, well, it's a sonar. It's a
Rotary.
Imagenics company in Vancouver, right? At least that's where we get it serviced. There's a
Thrusters are
little
working.
head on the top that turns around like you
I think
old
auto
school
head-
you would see at the
Auto
airport.
head stop working. Thrusters are definitely working.
That's weird.
That was random. Now it works.
Yeah. Can you?
Wonder if I got some jammed in the thrusters there temporarily, like when
Oh,
that
maybe.
jelly, with that jelly went by and then
There
it
was
lost
jelly that
control.
got sucked in.
Yeah, maybe. It seems to be
Yeah.
cleared now.
Can you swing 180 or 360 to starboard?
Roger, yeah. Huh. Okay, I'll come right around. I'll come up a little bit.
Right, yank Turk a bit.
Yeah, we wanted to get stretched out a bit because we had a wrap on our tether.
I'm putting one into yours. No, I'm taking it out.
This is the Imagenics.
Come back down.
Oh, this looks like a dust cap down there to the right of it, or to the left of it.
See a dust cap?
Oh, no,
Yeah, I
maybe
guess
it's just a
it's a
fish.
fish.
Seeing things.
An orange fish.
So if we got a heading of 40 degrees, we might be able to pick up something on the.
Roger.
Sorry.
Are we doing anything here? We're just looking at it.
Oh.
We're gonna look for the sonar bell, which is 13 meters away at 40 degrees.
To answer your question, no, we're not doing anything here.
Roger. 13 meters. Away. Sure heading right now.
Closing in on 40.
Surprisingly, not seeing anything on.
We're not seeing the sonar
Maybe,
bell.
maybe a little blip.
There it is. There.
Yeah.
I think it's just kind of faint.
5, 10, 15, yeah. All right.
All right,
Up
take
on
us
that.
there.
Wow. That's
I
tough
have
to
a
see.
feeling it's gonna be hairy.
Yeah, I have a feeling too. Well, it's been at least 2 years,
Yeah, I'd
if
say
not
just,
3
just
years.
a couple degrees to your starboard.
And the way you guys are describing it, I'm kind of excited to see it.
It's going to look, yeah, it'll look like, you know, it's a round sphere, but it'll just be
Straight ahead there.
overgrown with like hair.
Yeah, dead ahead.
The
I don't think
GFET version.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's been down here for a long time, but
I'm also excited to see the T-Boss at work.
the what?
The
The
T-Boss.
T-Boss.
Oh, the T-Boss.
Yeah, we'll be breaking out some highly scientific equipment here soon.
Tool of science brush.
I see
All right,
something there.
Yeah, there it is on Ark's video.
Woohoo.
Is this a good area for core samples as well?
Any
Yes,
area is a good area.
as long as it's not disturbed.
Yeah, okay, great.
Sure you don't want to core into some gas hydrates. Just saying.
I'm 100% sure.
We'll make a
Really?
little move here.
Not
Just
with
make-
these. Not with these core barrels, anyway.
Not with the what?
Not with these core barrels, anyway.
Oh, the core barrels.
What do you want to do? 10 or 10 meters at 065?
Yeah.
Roger. Bridge nav. Ten meters, bearing 065.
Tools. All right.
Wow.
Grab my weapon.
Gonna grab your T-boss.
Sure.
Ooh, here's a tough question. Which one are you going to try
I'm
first?
going to go for the one that has the little extra nub on the side of it.
The expensive one.
White handle. That little.
Yeah.
It's got this little extra thing right there. Yeah.
Oh,
I won't even go there.
It's a bonus. It's a bonus.
but it's hard to get places.
Okay, I should be quiet now.
Yes, these special T-bosses are custom made. It's a company in Germany, highly specialized. They cost us about $4,000 each. Or no, it was in dollars. What was that? Pesos? No.
Just want to get it better.
And then we discovered they're also available at Walmart for $9.95 for a set of 2. Or if you have your 20% off coupon from Bed Bath & Beyond. I never get those 20% coupons in the mail. I wonder why. Some people get
I
them
should go for the
every week.
more of a
What's our
straight on
instructions here? You want to clean or do you want to inspect first?
Clean.
Just clean. Go right to
Clean.
cleaning.
Straight to clean.
We got a updated position on it.
It
When-
moves under
When
here.
we're cleaning it. And then you maybe want to check with Shore, see if they want a heading for it.
I read the. Okay.
Mark got that. More baked goods on Tully. Yeah, and Megan will be cooking on the Tully. Different Megan, a chef slash pastry chef slash cook. Actually,
Doesn't look that bad.
doesn't look that bad. Considering you can see below where we haven't cleaned.
I'm disappointed after all this.
Sorry,
You
we
guys
built
talk,
up. There's
you're
lots
talking it up.
of build
Let
up.
me just see what's going on with this auto alt here.
Well, if you stick around for the Tully cruise, the sonars it hydrates. Always. It will never disappoint. The Wally Land sonars. I always wonder if it'd be easier to. Like, Jonathan, what is it? Is this a fiberglass pole on this? Or is it metal?
I believe it's fiberglass.
Yeah,
Lost
before
track.
my time. Well, I guess before your time too, wasn't it?
No, I might have built that.
Yeah.
Looks like something I would do.
Yeah. We had, did we still leave one up to the north, or is this a new one replacement, or did we move this one from the north? Originally, the Genex was about a kilometer away from here.
There you
More
go.
than that.
Hold there. closer. I just regrip this here. Flare on catch.
I'm kind of loving the spinning brush technique.
Hey, like that?
I do, yeah.
Be working. Okay, stubborn.
It's really on there.
Yeah, that guy does not want to come up.
Yeah.
Try and get that other side.
Oh, that spin is effective.
That guy in that there does not want to come off. A little bit more on the, if there's a bit more here. Come around the other way maybe.
You want to come around the other way? Argus.
Come back around.